I'm going to just run through some of the things that I've done on this trip here. So there's the bed area. I've got a bunch of stuff piled over to the side here because Kelly's not here, and so there's room for more junk. There is my laptop. Been doing some work with that. Here's the dinette area, and I've got some bottled water over there, and over here are business items that I brought along to work on. Haven't done a very good job of doing that yet. Here is my new 600 watt pure sine inverter. I just did a video on that. And it's working great. So I'm very happy with that. Then, as you know, I installed a new solar panel on the roof. And if you look at the yellow button, you might be able to see that it is coming in and out of charge. There we go. You can see that the yellow button comes on and off. And so it is fully charged, which is something that didn't happen very often with just the 165 watt panel. Right now the batteries are completely full, so we're only getting about 1.6 amps of charge, and it's charged up to 14.6 volts. So that is very good. I'll take a climb up the ladder and give you a peek on the roof. What's interesting is this is the old solar panel, and you see it is larger than the new solar panel. This one is 65 watts. That's 170 watts, nearly 3 times the amount of output in a smaller space. That is technological advancement for you. And these are the new 10 gauge wires going down through the sewer vent cap. And I'm working on a solar installation video for that, which will be out before too much longer. It just takes time. You can see I set the solar panel in Dicor. And that was all from Discount Solar. It's a monocrystal panel. Okay, let me show you the other fun thing that I've been working on here. Climb back down the ladder. Just making this in one continuous run, so bear with me for a second. Okay, so this is the other fun thing that happened. If you look in here, you can just see that's a Motocraft coil, and behind that are the 2 Napa coils. And these middle 2 cylinders are the ones that failed on me. So you can see the new coil there, the other new coil there. What I had to do was I installed one of these repair kits for Ford aluminum heads. The Ford just did a crap job designing the aluminum heads. There's only 3 or 5 threads of aluminum holding the spark plug in, and so frequently they blow out. So what you do is you take this here sleeve, and that self-taps right into the head, and you load it up with Permatex 27200 high temperature thread locker. That's 400 degrees rated. And so you drive that down and you let it set up. If the engine's warm, it'll set up faster. If the engine's cold, then you need a full 24 hours. So with this kit in, you can no longer use a regular spark plug. You have to use this. And I think it's an HT2 spark plug. And when the spark plugs do blow out, this is what happens. This is the old Motorcraft coil, and you can see this tab busts off, and there was a nut that held that down to the intake manifold. So on this one here, I've been carrying a 3,500 pound truck camper up and down hills, passes, and 70 miles an hour, and that's just too much for this repair kit to handle. Regular driving, this repair kit would have lasted the rest of the life of the vehicle, but with the severe conditions that I'm subjecting it to, it's just not going to last that long. So anyway, this is the rubber boot that goes down through the cylinder head and goes over the spark plug, and it seals the elements from getting down into the spark plug hole. But this boot was all crispied by exhaust gases coming up through it, and that boot is supposed to look like this. Nice rubber boot. This is a new kit here. There's the spark plug. There is the threaded reseat repair thing for the spark plug, the new boot, and a new coil wire that connects from the coil to the spark plug. And right here is the part number for that kit. It's from Napa. That's where I got this kit, $79. So I have this one here in reserve, and I had another one already that I used for this repair. And I've got about 400 miles on it now, going up and down passes. I'm only limiting myself to 65 miles an hour or 3,500 RPM, whichever is lower. And these are some of the special tools I had to buy to clean out the broken rubber from the spark plug boot. And this is what the boot is supposed to, the original boot here. That's the one from another spark plug that I had to change. But this here, I was having trouble identifying just what cylinder was giving me the problem. So I took some 3/8 inch fuel hose, I think this is 3/8, isn't it? 11/32 fuel hose, and I stuck this down next to each of the spark plug holes and put this end up to my ear and listened, and that way I could isolate which cylinder was leaking. And so it's kind of like a doctor's stethoscope. Most people know that trick, but if you don't, it's a neat new trick for you to learn. So generally when I am traveling, I just carry a bunch of tools with me. Over here I've got a toolkit there with a complete socket and wrench set. This here is my auto diagnostic code reading tool. There's another toolbox full of all kinds of unusual tools that I find I need specifically to my trucking camper setup. And then I've got my Makita screw gun and impact driver. So always being prepared, and even as prepared as you are, it still isn't enough. But anyway, so I'm in Hawthorne, Nevada now, and I was going to dump the tanks. The tanks are about 10 days on the road now, and I haven't had a chance to empty and get fresh water, so I'm getting pretty low. This here is the alleged free dump in Hawthorne, and it's blocked off, so I can't use it. So I'm going to have to find some other place to dump the tanks. So yeah, anyway, this is the view around Hawthorne, Nevada, and it's a nice little town. I like it. Seems clean, feels clean. So what I'm going to do now is get some fuel, and then I'm going to go find a place to get some lunch and hit the road. I want to try to get another couple hundred miles behind me. It's about 3 o'clock now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the update. Keep following, subscribe if you would like to. I would like you to. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. And just while I'm thinking of it, if you look up there, you can see the new solar panel is kind of far forward on the roof. That was the only place that I could fit it. And there's the old panel behind it. The old panel is positioned so that it every so often is shaded by the air conditioner, and that's not good. The new panel is in a position where it never gets shaded. Eventually I'm going to get another panel like that, 170 watt go power, and put it on the other side of the roof, and that should work out pretty good. Let me walk around the front of the truck and maybe you can get a look at it. Yeah, you can just get a look at it. Okay, so that covers everything. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next video.